Indeed, the hours-long rehearsals every day take their toll. The rehearsals lead me to the point of exhaustion. Many dream about engaging in ballet, but there are very few who succeed and achieved the right to perform. In this program, we will meet some fantastic, talented young Ukrainian ballet dancers. Hello, guys. What is your name? What will you tell us today? Mikita, Stas, Nastya. We're ballet dancers at the National Opera of Ukraine, and we will show and tell about our work and all the nuances associated with it. The audience sees only the first layer of our work, so we will take you backstage. Does your head spin? We had a mirror on stage where sound producers are working, so you can fix the gaze and reduce dizziness. What do you consume besides water? Well, we eat a lot, especially meat. How do you dance at nightclubs? You know, it is said that people in a choir do not sing in their free time and ballet dancers do not dance. We actually sing.
Первая причина – это ты всегда в хорошей физической.
The first reason is getting into good physical shape.
Параллельно думать об этом. Вторая.
The second one is traveling. I have seen almost half of the world.
Чуть меньше думаю, но это очень.
The third reason is seeing the beautiful women that perform in ballet theaters.
Красивых девушек, так что.
The first reason is to be close to something great and something that is exclusive for certain people and something that the rest of the world cannot approach. The second reason is to live two real lives, because after 20 years of experience at the age of 40, you can start another life while having priceless feedback. The third one is to experience different lives on the stage, the countless characters, the ones that are far from your actual life and that you may never face in other real-life situations. The first reason is the accomplishment of girlhood dreams. The second reason is the beauty and likability of this art. And the third one is the development of willpower and character. I never dreamed about ballet dancing. Now I will work in classic dancing. Since I have Polish origin, I was practicing Polish folk dancing. When I was a child, back in Kremenets in the Ternopil Oblast, the teacher saw in me certain potential and told me to consider taking up ballet dancing. At the same time, my elder brother, by 12 years, worked in Kiev in the Versky dance troupe, and he found a dance school. Overall, we found out how to enroll, we learned about all the documents and other aspects, and so I entered the school at the age of 9.5, having no idea what exactly I was getting into. I was advised to go there to the ballet faculty, but I had no clue neither of where I was heading nor what I could expect, nor what ballet is about. I never saw or heard of it before. I realized what I am doing. I'm in consciously and fully, maybe after 2 years working in the theater, when I started to think about what I wanted to do. I was studying, and upon graduating during the last year, I thought that I was doing it for a reason. It was then that started to become more responsible. When someone asks me what I am doing, I respond not with pride but rather with interest as to how a person will react. I must admit that the reactions are quite different. I'm proud to be a ballet dancer because I like it and enjoy it. I can realize my potential, and if the vast majority of people realize themselves in one specific area, I play many parts and roles, from Julius Caesar, who was the Roman dictator, to Figaro, who was a simple servant and a layman.
от Цезаря до Фигара, который как бы слуга.
I have been performing on stage for 11 seasons. I worked at the Kyiv City Youth Academic Theatre in Podil for 5 years and have been with the National Opera of Ukraine for 6 seasons now. I came to ballet purely by chance. I practiced karate and I started to suffer from curvature of the spine, so doctors suggested me to engage in swimming or dancing. That is how I ended up at a ballet school. The transition from karate to dancing was quite difficult, strange, and in general I was asking myself, what am I doing here? Why? Many aspects rely on the teacher, and I had a teacher who showed me everything, the results, how to achieve them, and a person who is enthusiastic about the profession. It changed many things for me. When you are doing something constantly, it becomes your dependency. There comes a point where you can't imagine yourself without it. Here, there is not something determined that you like more. Every person finds something that they like, but I can't decide the specific moment. It is a synthesis of everything that happens in life, from positive emotions to negative ones, that create that particular atmosphere and lifestyle of every individual. You embody the love for dance, the beauty of this art, different roles and emotions on stage, and this aspect is undoubtedly what is beautiful about it. My mother sent me to dancing classes when I was 5 years old. Maybe, like many other girls, I attended an ensemble. Then we got a new teacher as a substitute, who recommended that I enter a choreographic dance school. My parents are not familiar with art, so they didn't even know that there are such schools and that their graduates then build careers in ballet. My mother took a risk and sent me there. I passed all the required exams and enrolled in school so that I could go to practice ballet professionally. After the first year, my parents asked me whether I enjoyed studying there, and I told them that I like it very much. In short, I fell in love with this profession and form of fine arts while studying at the school. I would not say that everyday work is difficult, because we grow accustomed to it every single day, and one has to overcome all the obstacles. For instance, when you have a class, and even if you don't want to attend it, your body handles the move and you need to practice. Something other than the theater and ballet is very desirable, to go somewhere with somebody and do something different. If we get together somewhere, one way or another, we still go with our company of friends. I must point out that the physical characteristics were the most difficult from the moment that I started practicing right up to this day. The children are selected according to their physical attributes, because this aspect is essential and not in vain. Definitely, it is a challenge with oneself, with one's body, and all the hardships. It is about working on difficult movements and sometimes sustaining serious injuries to your feet. I don't like talking about hardships. Of course, there is stress, and you tremble before going on stage. Does it happen every time? Yes, I think every time. How is the feeling? Do you worry much when you are wearing a costume?
Не нервничаешь больше, когда уже одета и уже скоро выходить?
For now, not that much. On the contrary, I'm focused.
первый выход на профессиональную
My first solo performance on the big stage was in Lviv. It was my first ballet performance, and it was far from a classic scenario, since I did not go there especially for a lead role. They took me for a half or three-quarter wager in a corps de ballet. I was performing in practically every opera and in every opera theater. Once I played even a camel in an opera. Every part has its charm. For the time being, I'm thoroughly enjoying dancing the part of Julius Caesar.
В Цезаре я получаю массу удовольствия.
I remember my first performance. It was the Mowgli ballet choreographed by Viktor Litvinov, in which I was portraying the wolf. In the middle of the performance, I got the sequence mixed up and forgot what to do. It was everything but funny, though in retrospect today it is truly humorous as I recollect it. But then I experienced shock, panic and fear. I didn't know where to run or hide. I turned my head and saw my classmate and friend, who came with me to the theater with the same expression of confusion. It was ridiculous.
I
remembered my first performance on the stage. It was Sleeping Beauty, in which I played a fairy of tenderness in the first section. I was very nervous and stressed, but after you get only positive emotions, because going out on stage is for all dancers is always a stressful experience. I will remember this performance forever. Of course, the support of parents and your teacher is crucial. You treat each role with great attentiveness because when you get ready for dancing it, you rehearse not only at the theater but at home or outdoors as well. You constantly think about it everywhere. You can tell that you love one part like no other. It is interesting because you can express every part differently, which helps to discover oneself. We go on tours. For example, this year we plan to perform in France and Japan. We held a concert in Chile, overall in Latin America, Korea, France, Italy and Greece. Everything was perfect. This is one of many positive aspects of our work. Do you have a community of Ukrainian ballet dancers, and are you a family? We are a family as we spend about 12 hours every day at the theater. It is somehow a state within a state. It is a close, narrow and very friendly atmosphere. Do you maintain contact with European artists? Yes, we try to keep contact with the artists whom we met abroad. If we hold performance abroad, we call and meet if we have the opportunity. Is ballet dancing cool? Without a doubt, it is beautiful, and I recommend it to anyone. Well, my dear friends, I thank you. It was a pleasure to tell and show you everything about this enticing profession. And I sincerely hope it was interesting for you.